Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my TikTok, Real Talk Recovery. I'm going to talk to you guys about something. So I made a couple of videos about my addiction and being pregnant while addicted. And you would be so surprised at the crazy comments I'm getting from other women who are also recovering addicts, who are talking down to me, telling me I'm a piece of shit because I used drugs while I was pregnant, telling me that they would never do that and that they're so much better than me and on a moral high ground. So yeah, let me talk to you guys about something. If you have any part of your brain and it's still working and you understand the disease of addiction, then you'll know that the disease of addiction doesn't care if you're pregnant. The disease of addiction doesn't discriminate, okay? Just because I got pregnant doesn't mean my disease went away. Did I try to get sober many times throughout my whole entire pregnancy? Well, hell yeah. I kept trying. I kept quitting, and then I would relapse. Then I would quit, then I would relapse. Then I would quit, then I would relapse. No amount of willpower could keep me sober. If it was about willpower, then I would have got sober a long time ago. Geniuses. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Daddy. Thank you for being here. I cannot believe the women in my comment section who are saying that they're addicts in recovery, who are passing judgment on me for sharing my truth. I'm sharing my truth to help other women who were in the same position as I was. I was ashamed and embarrassed. Okay, I should have been able to ask for help. Okay, I should have been able to go to my gynecologist, my OGBYN, whatever they're called, and said, I'm struggling with addiction and I need help, without the fear of my child being taken away or me getting into the CPS system or something happening like that. Okay? Instead, we are punished. Instead, we get in trouble. Okay? So I'm sharing my story to help other women, because whether you want to believe it or not, there are women out there who are using drugs right now, who are pregnant, who feel alone, who feel like they can't talk to anybody because of the judgment and the stigma that will be passed against them. Okay? I am talking for those women. I am sharing my story for those women. Not for any of you, not for you to look down your nose at me, because I don't give a damn what y'all think. Okay? I don't give a damn. I'm not here for you. I'm here for people who actually need it. And there's so many people on this app who are so sheltered, who think that they have been there, but they have no idea. Until you have reached this point where you are literally picking crumbs of dope off the floor, begging your drug dealer to give you another hit, another piece, another pill, okay? Until you have reached desperation, then you won't understand. You won't understand it, okay? You won't understand. There's a thing called incomprehensible demoralization. That's what happened to me in my active addiction, okay? I was rock bottom style kind of bitch. I was in the gutter, okay? I had nothing. I was fucking I lost everything. I was down and out, okay? Do you think that I got pregnant and I was like, yippee, I'm pregnant. I can't wait to ruin my life. I can't wait to potentially put my child in danger, potentially have my son taken from me by Child Protective Services. I can't wait. No, I cried every single day. I beat myself up every single day. Every time I used, I hated myself. I hated myself. I wanted to be better. I wanted to change, and I would try over and over and over and over again. And over and over and over again, I would fail. I would relapse. I cannot believe how many people are so sheltered to what's really going on in life. Do you believe that just because a woman gets pregnant that she's magically going to be cured from her addiction? That's not how it works. You know, I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what? I want to be a drug addicted mother. I want to be pregnant with my son and be addicted. Hell no. I couldn't even enjoy my pregnancy, y'all. Okay? I didn't enjoy any of it. I didn't even enjoy giving birth because I was in fear, terror, complete terror, afraid for my child in my life. Okay? Afraid that they were going to rip him out of my arms the moment he came out of me. Okay? Yeah, I know what I did was wrong. I know that using drugs is not good. Obviously, I was sick, dude. I was sick and I needed help. I didn't need people looking down their nose at me and passing judgment on me. I'm not that person anymore. I'll have 6 years sober this July. But I'm sharing this story to help other women that are in the same position. And so before you pass judgment and you look down your nose at me for being a mother who is pregnant in active addiction, you need to make sure your side of the street is fucking pristine. You need to make sure that your fucking house ain't got no glass windows. Okay, you need to make sure that you're perfect before you come over here looking down your nose at me. Okay? Addiction does not care whether you're pregnant, whether you have kids, whether you're going to college, whether you got money or you're homeless or you got a family. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I was raised up in a great family. I had a mom and dad who loved me with everything in them. My parents are still married to this day. Solid family. My mom and dad gave me everything they could to set me up for success in life. I tried drugs one time when I was 17, and from that point forward, I was hooked. The moment I put a substance into my body that changed the way I felt and gave me that relief, I was off to the races. I could not stop. I couldn't stop. And you know, when you're a young kid, it's all fun and games. I didn't think anything about it. I was 17 years old. I was just having a good time, drinking and partying with my friends. You know, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You're just having a good time. You just turned a drinking age. I didn't even realize that I was becoming a drug addict. I didn't even realize that my whole life was going to be consumed by drugs and alcohol. I had no idea, man. If I knew and I could have stopped, I would have. Believe me. I look back on my life now and I think, damn, I wish I knew then what I know now, because I would have been stopped a long time ago. But you guys, that's not how it works. I was a kid when I started using drugs, man. Okay, a kid. My brain wasn't even fully fucking developed yet. You know, some people make me sick on this app. The way they come up in these comment sections talking out the side of their neck. Okay? Nobody is perfect. And if anyone here thinks by me sharing my story about being an addicted mother and having my son while I was addicted, if you think that I'm proud of that, then get the fuck up off my page. Because I'm not that kind of person. That's not something I'm proud of. It's been the hardest thing in my life to forgive myself for that. And I still beat myself up for that every single day. I still have shame because of that. And I still try to make it up to my son, even though he doesn't even know. He doesn't even remember me being in addiction. He's never had to experience seeing me like that. He was so young, he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember. Some people just don't understand. And until you have experienced being chained to something and that felt like if you didn't have it, you weren't going to be alive, until you have reached a point where you're so depressed that you can't function in life unless you use substances because it's the only thing that helps you move forward. Until you've experienced being so insecure and so down on yourself and not loving yourself that you would rather sacrifice safety of yourself to feel something to make you feel okay. Because that's what it's like when you're addicted to drugs. Because it makes you feel okay for that moment in time. Everything feels great. And then the next day you realize that you have to do it all over again because the feeling doesn't last forever. It goes away. And so I just want people to understand that I am not a person who thinks that being high on drugs is cool or fun, and that my little boy is everything to me. But I have to share my story because other people need to know. Do you know how many moms watch my account? Do you know how many moms who are struggling in active addiction watch me? And they need help. They need support. If I don't share my story, then who will? There's not a lot of women who talk about being addicted and pregnant because it is such a shameful thing. And because so many people do judge you and comment horrible things on your content when you're trying to share to help people. Okay? It's the hardest thing to do is to share something like that. Let me just tell y'all right now. Because the moment I post a video and I'm talking about my son and my active addiction, I know all the people that are thinking, oh my God, what kind of mother does that to her son? Oh, I would never do that. She's a piece of shit. She doesn't deserve to have her son. Somebody call CPS right now. It's like, wow, you're so perfect. Your life is so perfect. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just had to come on here and say something, you guys, because I could not believe the women that are commenting on that video. I couldn't believe it. It's women. It's other women, you know? Mackenzie. I'm not here against my will, I promise. I just want you guys to understand that. I would never choose to hurt my son. Okay, I tried to get sober many, many times, and I kept failing, man. I kept failing, and then I would try again, and then I would fail, and then I would try again, and then I would fail, and then I would just get even more discouraged, and then I would try again. And so my friend Tony is 6 months pregnant, actively using. Tell her to reach out to me, Jose, okay? It's so hard, you guys, because us women, we already know people are looking at us, okay? We already know that the judgment is coming, okay? We already know, okay? So please, before you comment something and say, oh my God, Nicole, I would never do that. Nate's upstairs with his daddy. I would never do that. I would never use drugs while I was pregnant. Well, I'm sure that you wouldn't, but I have to share honestly what happened with me and what happened in my life. And if I didn't share it honestly, you guys, I wouldn't be doing what I set out to do, which is help people by sharing my truth. You know, part of my healing is sharing the truth. Okay? That helps me to be better. So anyway, I had to get on here and say my little speech, because I think a lot of people forget, you know. How long did it take me to feel normal? Honestly, like 8 months, girl. I'm sorry I got a little emotional, but when I see people, especially other women, like commenting horrible shit to me, it just breaks my heart, because like I'm really just trying to help other people. You know what I mean? I'm really just trying to help other moms who are in the same situation, because I've been there and I know exactly what it's like, and I know the struggle, and it sucks. And nobody beats themselves up more. Nobody beats themselves up more than me. Okay? I don't need anybody else to beat me up. I beat myself up. So, You know, I fought hard for my son, and I'll always be his mother, and I'll always fight for him. I'll never put him in harm's way ever again. But I gotta share my story to help other women, because there's other women here who don't feel they're all alone. They have no one. Do y'all not understand that? They have no one. They watch these videos and they get strength and inspiration from these videos. I remember when I was in active addiction, I used to watch YouTube videos. I'm telling you guys, you never know who's watching you, okay? V-Gale, you can't make somebody get help, sweetheart, unless you have them like 5150'd and held against their will. And that's the thing, you guys. You've helped me so much. Hey, Carrie, thank you. I'm so proud of you. I love your videos, and I love when you speak the raw truth about your experiences. Hey, Doctor. What's up, Dr. Inspiration? Love you, man. I just want you guys to know that don't get my fucking, do not get my truth of me sharing my experiences. Don't get it fucked up for gloating or bragging or anything like that, because I would never. I want to help other women. I want to help other women and other men not feel alone, because I know what it's like to feel alone. So I'll be live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you guys want to, please go follow my YouTube channel, Real Talk Recovery with Nicole. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night, 7:30. Love you.